I've been on both sides of the scamming to a degree. When I was a kid, me and a buddy, we worked at a gas station, like tourist trap. You know, you're in a product that rots in the sun. You know, oranges. So every day you'd have to bag oranges, and every day you'd have to go through and get the rotten ones and throw them out. And then tourists would drive up. You know, they're coming off the turnpike and they go, hey, how much for oranges? And if you came into the store, it was like 2 big bags or like, $30 or whatever. And we started to be like, well, 2 for $20 if you're doing cash. And, pop little 20 bang in the pocket till. Just a little taste, just getting a little seasoning on the day. We're like, hey, we're doing it. Most people are coming in and doing it. It's just every once in a while. And then, but these are teen boys. And all of a sudden we're like probably getting a little too salesy with it. Like people are getting out of their cars. We're like, boom, hey, hold on. Hold on. Hey, what the? Get back in there. Get back in there, bud. Unless you need to use
Turn that air conditioner up.
Yeah. What do you need? What do you want? And what do you need? And do you have cash? If you have cash, we're doing 2 for $20 on these bad boys. And then I do think they started to pick up on that. There started to be questions like, these people have owned this this place for quite a while, and they're like getting a lot of rot this season. Like, global warming,
climate change.
Think about your choices in trucks, guys. Teen boys are going to start to get cooking on it, and it really turned into a little bit of like a miniature Goodfellas movie for us, because my buddy's like, I'm doing T-shirts, and I was like, hold on, these are tangible goods. You're getting crazy. They don't go bad. And then word came down the food chain, like, we're going to be checking inventories at the locations, which means there's been a reverberation at this point. Like and I told you, like, we got to cool out. And I remember like when I knew, it's like the scene in those movies where like the money till's going off, and it's getting too, but you're one guy's like taking too much up the nose, and you're like, calm down. And he's like, no, I'm going to meet with the Colombians myself. I think I know how I can get us a better deal. And you're like, this is not going to go good. I think our moment was that, and I said, hey man, I'm at one of the locations here. Did somebody steal the little baby sharks that are in formaldehyde? And he goes, no, I sold 2. And I said, oh, nobody's ever bought those before. And he goes, no, I sold them cash. And I said, that's bad. These are things that have been there in that place. I'm not even kidding. Like 40 years, these things have sat there. They're so that people can walk in and see them. No one's buying them. You're not flying home or driving home with a formaldehyde baby shark.
People are.
We're done. The feds are coming. We're done.